assigning to the material an ability to create. That's magic. What you fight against, what you resist, of course, we all know, persists, right? So the term unworthy, so it says those who do so are engaging in a particularly unworthy form of denial. The term unworthy here implies only that it is not necessary. I love when the Course does this. So, people might hear that, oh, it's unworthy, and think that they've been doing it and then feel bad. Well, the Course is trying to help you not feel bad. Saying, listen, what I mean by unworthy here is that it is not necessary. It just means it's not necessary to deny the body or deny the physical, realm. To protect the mind it's not necessary to protect the mind by denying the unmindful, which is the body, physical things don't have a mind, right? And there are a lot of healing modalities that say the body has memory and all that stuff. It does, but only because of the mind, the real mind. The actual body itself doesn't. It has nothing. That's an illusion. That's okay, though. It's okay to have that healing modality. It works. Well, it works because people put belief into it, but it's the mind that's actually doing it. If you say, listen, you're sad. I've been doing this for a couple months with somebody, right? If you have this pain, this sadness, this grief, this thing you haven't resolved, it's stuck right here in your psoas, and so we're going to work that through and help you release it. And, I believe it helps me, but it's my belief that's doing that. And she's talking about my psoas and the grief and helping me link that. It's just helping my mind, right? And it seems that, so the body follows my mind differently, right? But it's not really my body producing that, ultimately. And so if one denies this unfortunate aspect of the mind's power, now it's talking about the physical body is an unfortunate aspect of the mind's power. If one denies this unfortunate aspect of the mind's power, one is also denying the power itself. Just try saying, well, there's no body. I have no body. I'm not a body. It's like you're denying that your mind made this thing that seems real to you, right? So say if you deny the body, you're denying the power of the mind that, invented the body. So it never does that. It's so brilliant, it's like judo. It just takes what we created to prove separation real. It rolls with it and then uses it to wake us up. It's very gentle. So of course it's just going a little bit deeper, that saying it's because we assign that to the body. We assign responsibility to the body, right? We assign habits that form in the body. The mind has assigned all that stuff to the body. And when he says, the body is becoming the mind, that's really what he's talking about. It's the same thing, just It's said in a slightly different way.
Yes.
Yep.
So the body expresses what the mind is, what the body's just expressing it in a way,
you
right?
could say it's expressing it, but the course does say that in a few places. But in this section, it's saying the body is responding to the thoughts in the mind. It's responding. Okay. So yeah, it's expressing. It's responding to that. All material means that you accept as. So this is really interesting to get. I've mentioned this a number of times, and it was fun to land on this tonight and see it here because I showed up like, I've been wanting to read from this place, right? So all material means that you accept as remedies for bodily ills are restatements of magic principles. Assigning, right, to the material an ability to create. That's magic. Aspirin is magic. Vaccines are magic. What is this stuff? It's like a liquid, but it doesn't really have any healing agent in it. It's an idea in it. What is? Yeah, homeopathics. Yeah. Can you explain the idea of that?
Sure, yeah. So homeopathics is by Dr. Hahnemann, and it's like cures like. So for example, if you're working with poison ivy, they can take a little bit of poison ivy, put it into 100 milliliters of distilled water, and vibrate it for a certain speed. And then they take a little bit of that and they do that again like 100 times. So by the time it gets into the bottle that you're taking or the pill, it's just a vibration of the original substance.
It's something like that. Because if you think about what your thoughts are, vibration, right? It's like an idea vibrating. It's like that's all that's really impacting you. I think like homeopathics are really closer to the truth of what's happening with all medication in a way. It's like, so it's about to say here, all material means that you accept as remedies for bodily ills are restatements of magic principles. This is the first step in believing that the body makes its own illness. It is a second misstep, so it's saying that's not correct. The body make its own illness. It has no mind to do that with. The body is a response to your mind, right? So this is the first step. It is a second misstep to attempt to heal it through non-creative agents. What is creative? Mind. So the second mistake is to say, okay, the body made this cancer. I'm going to put this poison in here to kill the cancer, right? If it works, it's because the mind empowered it to work. It's a placebo. It's all placebos, right? All of it, according to this. So it is a misstep to attempt to heal it through non-creative agents. However, it does not follow, however, that the use of such agents for corrective purposes is evil. Remember, the word evil in the Course just means anything that is anti-truth or anti-life or anti-love or a misconception, right? It is a second misstep, but it does not follow, however, that the use of such agents for corrective purposes is evil. It's okay for me to go to my myofascia person and, or take, when I get a severe headache, which every once in a while I do, I pop like 4 or 5 Advils, right? And, within a half hour, I'm good, right? So it says it's okay. Sometimes the illness has a sufficiently strong hold over the mind to render a person temporarily inaccessible to the atonement. In this case, it may be wise to utilize a compromise approach to mind and body, in which something from the outside is temporarily given healing belief. Temporarily given healing belief. This is because the last thing that can help the non-right-minded or the sick is an increase in fear. If you don't believe the mind can heal, but you're being told use your mind to heal, it's just going to fear you up. And that's the last thing that's going to help the wrong-minded. Thank you for joining us for today's quick video of the Course in Miracles Discovery Meeting. If you want to watch the full version and be able to jump into the live stream and participate, please click below and join the Miracle Makers community. We are here to make miracles together, to make miracles happen for you and for the greater community as a whole. So please click below, become a member of the Miracle Makers community. I look forward to seeing you there. Thank you.